Hi Taurus, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot and oracle card reading for all Taurus. We are going to get started right away here with some oracle, and then we'll have a general tarot reading for you. Well, you have the card of midnight. I love this card. The clock strikes 12. The most magical hour of all. So I do feel like you're entering a time of magic. This reminds me a bit of the card of the magician in the tarot, where anything is possible. So you may find you have perfect timing. You're in the right place at the right time to perhaps meet someone new or be in a place where it seems like you just get a little extra win for the day. But let's see what else. Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, Ace, Two in order. Those are in order, guys. The Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Now I feel like they're being cheeky with us. They did the Two and the Ace in reverse on those two. The Seven of Swords, you and your own energy, and the Hierophant and Temperance. I'm liking it a lot here. I like the two aces, but I also, too, like it with these two, sort of bookending them with Temperance and the Hierophant. I do feel like you have a new beginning here. You're going to have communication. Okay, these are yes cards. These are moving forward cards. These are feeling like you're on the right path here. And so if it's a relationship, you have a marriage coming in, by the way. But others of you, too, if it's a job, I feel like if you have a new job or even a move with that Three of Pentacles, you've got teamwork, collaboration. Or even if it's something like at your job, you're collaborating or working with someone new. I feel like you're going to learn from each other. There's something about it that feels important, like a new person in your life where it just seems to open your eyes a little bit more. So we have here Taurus, Sagittarius, air, fire as well with this, and earth as well. With this Three of Pentacles, though, you've got new endeavors. So collaboration is key here. Where I do feel like you may, even too, if you have your own business or you're trying to think of new ways to do something, even watching like YouTube creators who are in the same, I heard, domain as you, if they're in the same profession, you may find that you might not copy what they're doing because that's not necessarily new, but it might inspire you. I feel like by gathering more information. Now, this can also be, too, though, a card of moving. So he's an architect. So if you're building a house or moving, I feel like you're on the right track. But I also feel like with this, you need to be watchful, especially if you're building a house. Watch and do an inventory when you take that initial walk through, because you have something here that's a bit lazy. Now, if it's some other kind of financial transaction, just be careful, because that Seven of Swords, he really is lazy. It's like one of those things where you go take your car to the dealership and the person who's supposed to finish the job is off talking and somebody else steps in and, it's just like it's mishandled. Watch out for this, because I feel like where money is concerned, we don't love the Seven of Swords because it can cost you money when a Seven of Swords creeps into a situation. I wouldn't be overly concerned, but I do feel like there's something about that. Watching too, so that you don't end up embodying the Seven of Swords, because we can do it too where we're careless, where you leave your AirPods in the gym locker, that sort of thing. Okay, especially if you're excited about something with this Ace of Wands and you get your mind going because you're so excited, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, wait a minute. I need to slow it down. I'm starting to get careless. I get that for somebody. Now, the good news is you're excited and you're a little giddy. The bad news is just slow down a little bit so you don't make careless mistakes. So the Ace of Wands is a magical energy with this. It's very creative. Your ideas are great. And this is also, too, where you almost can't stop yourself from taking action, where you'll feel inspired to take action. And so with this, it's a time where you'll find that things just seem to fall into place. Like there's no real barrier here, not in any part of the reading except maybe that dumb Two of Swords. That one too is like, it maybe, to me, it feels like people around you who have a hard time seeing the bigger picture. And especially when you're lit up with an Ace of Wands, it's hard to come across a Two of Swords. They can really get your goat. But with this Ace of Wands, it can also be an apology. So if someone did make a mistake, I feel like they will acknowledge it, but it's still, I heard it vexes you. Okay, so you're just going to have to kind of keep an eye out. Also, too, be clear in your communication. Let people know what you're expecting. And I feel like it can really mitigate that Seven of Swords. It kind of keeps it in a boundary so that when people know what you're looking for, they're more aware. They're not making careless mistakes because they know that you're going to be in the process with them. So with the Two of Wands here, you've got the Garden of the Magician. You have it here and you have it down here on the two devotees. This is a symbol that your mind is a tool. So use it, okay? Use it to your advantage, Taurus. This Two of Wands is also an action energy. You're going to have an option. You're going to have a standing at a crossroads kind of a situation here. Twos are about partnerships. So I also feel like, too, you may have a choice to make in who you work with on a situation. So choose wisely. I feel like there's somebody who wants to team up with you, but you might be going, I don't really want to be their partner. And I don't like how I do when I'm with them, or I feel like there's just too much of me having to pull them along. Because I feel like in this energy, you don't want to be harnessed. I just feel like you're going to be looking to move forward. Now, if it's something where you and a partner, you're in a relationship, and they're being a little bit of a Two of Swords, I feel like you're not going to have much patience for indecisive energy. So like I said, make sure you're analyzing before you take action, because with this Two of Wands, you're ready to make a move. Now, if you encounter a Two of Swords, there's somebody here who seems to operate from a place of fear. And we know that fear is an acronym, right? Okay, future events appearing real. Somebody who what ifs everything. It can also be F everything and run. Okay, but I do feel like it's more of a nervous character in this case. Somebody who gets nervous and has a hard time. They almost get paralyzed in fear. And so with this, you may find that you try to sidestep this because it's just not going to be your cup of tea. Now, if you're doing something in terms of a financial transaction, and I also get there could be a bit of a holdup due to the Seven of Swords, where it seems like your emails go unanswered. You have to keep following up. They're quite slow to respond. And some of it's their level of competence. They're doing the best they can, but their best sucks. Okay, if it's like a car situation or a housing situation or renting something for an event, I feel like you're going to kind of have this. And you may start finding that you always need to be in the solution with that or it'll drive you nuts. So if you are looking to rent a place, like whether it's for a vacation or an event, you might find with this Ace of Swords that you look to a new person or new situation, or even if it's trying to hire somebody and it's like, look, if you're not going to answer emails, there's other people that do the same work. I'll try one of them. I also feel like too, though, with this Ace of Swords, it's very clear communication. It's also the truth of the matter. So I feel like with this, I mentioned before, you have an apology. I do feel like something occurs or could occur that can really hold you back. And it's somebody will take responsibility for it. But like we said before, if you kind of take the upper hand, you might be able to avoid it completely. Now, in terms of relationships, you do have a marriage here and you do have a commitment here. But this begins on a very honest, solid foundation. You have somebody here that is right as rain. This is somebody who will tell the truth no matter what. They're even cash register honest. Do you know what I mean by that? The person that gets the incorrect change and gives the cashier the money back. Like they're not here to really try to take $5 from a big box store. It's somebody who just does a lot of the next right thing. It's somebody that you don't need to Google because you see what they give. You don't have to try to research them because it's very clear who they are. I like them. They're refreshing. So with this Seven of Swords, we talked a little bit about this and just being aware of it. Sevens are fortunate numbers in the tarot, and with the right attention, it won't do anything to you. You just have to be aware of it. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't let yourself, if you are excited and giddy, if you're head over heels in love, you know how that can do. And then the next thing you know, you're leaving your cell phone in a movie theater, movie theater cup holder, that sort of thing we have to be careful with in this energy. So just don't get careless is what I hear. And so keep track of your belongings. I feel like too, somebody, it's just being prone to misplacing things in this energy. With the energy of the Hierophant, be still and know you do have a devotion coming in. You do have a partnership here. So as much as we talked about avoiding certain situations, here's where you're going to find commitment. This is where you have also too a very deeply centered spirituality. And so I do feel like you're attracting a lot of positive things as well. With the Hierophant, though, there's an inner knowing with this. And so you'll know when something is right for you, you're going to see it right away. It's going to be a match. You'll see the matches and you'll see what you need to see in this energy. So with this, the numbers 3, 7, 12 are often represented. You feel like you're going to have a key to something here in terms of information that comes in. And so if it is about renting a place, I keep getting that, like for an event, I feel like you're going to find exactly the right situation. Now, with the energy of the Temperance, too, this is also the Archangel of Repair. So I mentioned, too, if you're hiring someone, I feel like you have someone coming in that will meet your specifications. This is such a great healing energy, though. And it's also, too, telling you to stay a bit loose with things in terms of not about, watching over things, but emotionally. Kind of letting things go, ebb and flow, not getting too overrun emotionally about small things, just making a different choice if something doesn't seem to be moving forward. This is not the time for a ramrod approach, okay? So let's see here what else we need to know. The situation will improve. I should say so. No need to worry. I would agree with that too. Just trust yourself. And you do have helpful people coming in. So if you've been holed up by somebody, I feel like you're going to get someone else that'll help move things forward. Take action and you have a yes. Good things are on the way for you, Taurus. I love you and I'll be back again soon.